into a video. This is not technically UPRS, this is sort of a mini UPRS video. But, however, before the video starts, I would like to make an announcement, and no, it does not concern Shadow the Hedgehog. Have you ever been going around, you see a pop station, and you think, oh, I wish there was a place where I could both view existing information on this item and also potentially add my own information if I have information to contribute, like photos or videos. Well, now there is, announcing the Pop Station Wiki, which has been a thing for a while now, but I don't think I've really ever publicly said that, yes, this is a thing. But it's a thing now. So, it's a wiki about sort of pop stations, brick games, Game King clones, really anything in the sort of Pop Station extended family. A lot of the consoles that really don't get all that much attention, but still are definitely very prevalent bootlegs. Also, an announcement. The Pop Station Discord server linked below is now the official Discord server of the Pop Station Wiki. This does not mean much. No rebranding will be occurring, but it will be linked on the wiki, and we will have a channel wherein we will be adding a channel wherein we will get feeds of edits and stuff from the wiki. We are also now an official, the Pop Station Wiki is also an official partner of the China Fake Wiki, so that's a thing. So if anybody does, there's nothing really about it right now, it's not on any sites or anything, but I'll probably be making some edits to the home pages of both sites to cross-link them. When that'll probably be right after I get this video published, so by the time you're watching it, unless you click on it like a second after it goes up, which, if you are watching it a second after it goes up, good for you. But by the time you're watching the video, most likely the changes to the wiki will already have been made. So there's nothing as I'm currently speaking, but yeah, so again, the wiki isn't much right now. It's not really anything super crazy, but eventually it will be a large sort of a thing. So, or at least that is my hope and vision. I'll be working on the wiki, obviously. A lot of other people will be working on the wiki. I run the wiki, so I'm like the main admin guy. The goob admin dude. Anyways. So bottom line, yeah. Go have a look at the Pop Station Wiki. It'll be linked in the description. If you don't want to click that link, it is at popstationconsole.fandom.com, all one word. That's popstationconsole, period, FANDOM, period, COM, in case you didn't, yeah, as I said before, all one word. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So we're going to talk about not really pop stations, more brick games. We're more with the brick game side of things, but they are once again part of the Pop Station extended family or whatever. Both of these consoles that we'll be taking a look at today are fairly generic ones that were really just imported by a shit ton of companies for no particular reason, other than I guess they were easy to import and they just slapped their own branding on them. In some cases, didn't even slap their own branding on them, they just put them in different boxes. And yeah, so that's what we're looking at today. This is the Keekerland Pocket Arcade game. with 26 games, 99 levels each. We got some very misleading graphics on the front. What is that, a pie chart? It's a house and, like, what? What is these honestly look more like Game King sprites. If anybody is making a Game King game and they want some sprites, here you go. Is that the dog from Undertale? I don't know why some of these are different colors. This looks suspiciously like the Atari logo. Yeah. Pocket arcade game. I mangled up the packaging a bit trying to get it open without, like, destroying the packaging. If I had done this, it would have been a lot worse. Which is not. I want these to be in a presentable state, at least. The back has just got some info about the thing. I got it for $11 at some random store. I've shown this in a video before, but I've never really done an in-depth review of it, so that's what we're doing today. So it's got a little keychain here. A few buttons. Oh, don't want to spoil the secrets for you. A little piezo disc here. There is a tab here that would normally go in to stop the batteries. This one came with a tab in. I pulled it out. I don't know where it is. I think it's somewhere in the box. This takes just 2 coin batteries. Nothing super special. This is really tiny little baby keychain guy, so you can hook it to your keychain if you, for whatever reason, want to hook it to your keychain. Those of you who are fairly knowledgeable about pop stations may have by now figured out that, yes, this is just a rebadged SY brick game. And they would be correct. This does actually have SY model number on the board if you take it apart. It's dated, I believe, 2018, which is quite funny because I bought this, like, not even, like, a month ago. So that's quite funny. Yeah. This is actually all one, like, big membrane. It's not, like, individual, like, sliced up. That's interesting. It just says mini game here. They made absolutely no effort to rebrand this. This is basically, aside from the packaging, this is, like, exactly the same. This is the vaguely interesting one here. But the next one is just, like, probably the most boring generic thing in existence, and you've seen it 7 bajillion times under 7 bajillion brand names. We're gonna look at it anyway. But this one's, like, sort of vaguely interesting. The reason for that is the ROM, which we'll have a look at in a moment here, as soon as I figure out how to. There we go. That's good enough. Actually, that's not good. I'm going to get a light. We're gonna do a bit of lighting here, because I don't want it to look like one of those like I have 2 sides. Fucking. Hold on. And we're back. I have a light now that I can use to light up the other half of. Oh god. Don't look at that. Straight in the thing. You can quote me on that. That's a Furblend channel quote. Right. So now you guys can see the screen a bit better. Still looks like one of those photos. Actually looks even more like it's got the cool glare at the top. Inside you there are 2 wolves. Stop dicking around and start actually talking about the console here. There are buttons. Sound, reset, on, off, and start. That's definitely not just because I cannot see the buttons through the camera when they are zoomed in. This is obviously rotate, and then we got the D-pad. So we're going to reset it. And as you can see, that is not the standard ROM that you get on most brick games these days. It's something completely different. It's got letters. I will see that if we rotate here. It's got the rotating letters. This is actually a ROM that I believe is triggerable on other brick games. or at least something very similar. Now, the thing about this that's quite funny is, this uses the same ROM as, like, any other pop station. So if we hold down reset, we hit sound, and then we push this button a ton of times. Then we turn it on, off, and then back on again. Yeah, you can do, it's got the same ROM switching tricks as, so it's very clearly the same ROM, they just set, like, a jumper differently or something on the board. I suppose we better play a game then. But this one's exclusive to this, that was reset. That was on off. Is this one start? No, that's sound. This one's starting. Yeah. I've already forgotten which buttons do what. It's brick. Oh god. I was pushing the up button, not the left and right buttons. That makes sense. No wonder the car wasn't moving. Yeah, it's the brick game racing game where you have to navigate through a bunch of very small and, frankly, annoying corridors. I think I figured out how to beat this game. No, wait. Figured out how to mostly beat. Oh, stop it. Stop. No, stop. Off. So that's that one. Now we're gonna check out another one, which I need to go and get. This one actually comes with a manual. It's spoiling us. It's not the standard pop station manual. This is a custom manual. They've done a very good job at trying to make this look like their own thing and not just like a cheap console that they bought off of like Alibaba and imported in large amounts. So, this is the retro arcade game. Oh, we're still zoomed in all the way. There we go. This was a result of me trying to figure out how to open the packaging. Over 200 levels. We got tank game, block game, racing game, shooting game, aliens, ping pong 2, and complete. God knows what those games are, because those are not the official names for the brick game games that I'm aware of, so they're just coming up with their own shit. They do actually give us actual screenshots of the console, though, which is good. Not nearly as misleading as this one over here. Should mention these are available on their website. And I actually got these at a discounted price, because you get them from their website. They're $12.99. So I saved $1.01. Wait, am I doing the math right? Never mind. Everyone can yell at me in the comments for being dumb. Wait, before we take it out of the box, you should probably look at the back. The back, as you might expect, is exactly the same. US 186, that's the model number, supposedly, but actually not. Model number's like something. It's not like it's I don't remember the factory code. I opened this one up too. I don't remember the factory code though. This console here. Now, the little piezo disc again. Before we look at the console, let's have a look at the manual. And this is not just your standard brick game manual, so I can actually talk about it. It's not going to be boring. Just got some great engineering drawings of the console. Arcade game, switch off on, choose game by selecting the number that corresponds with the game you want to play. 1 to 8 Tetris, 9. I don't think they have the rights to say Tetris. I don't think they have the legal rights to use the name Tetris. They didn't on the box. That's a bit sketchy. I would be, like, if they said Tetris in the manual of, like, a normal pop station or brick game, that's like just normal behavior. They're just being like sketchy. That's just like, but like this is like an actual legitimate company, so I'm actually fairly surprised that they do something like that. And we don't need it in French. Just gonna look at the English one. Press 3 to change 3. Oh, only that button is 3. Yeah, that's what they want you to think. They don't tell you how to use the down button. That's fun. Block game. Press 3 to change shape of block and use arrow buttons to move so they follow to complete a row. Change shape. But they don't call it Tetris here. What? I don't. Tank game. Completed a disappears and blocks at the top of the screen. The game will be over. Use arrow buttons to move tank around, avoiding other tanks, and using button 3 to shoot the other tanks. Destroy the other tanks to level up. Use arrow buttons to move car and avoid being hit by other cars. After 4 cars are hit, the game is over. Use arrow button to move bat and hit the ball. When all blocks are hit, level up. When you miss ball 4 times, game is over. Arrow buttons to avoid ray gun. Use the button 3 button to shoot opponents. If hit 4 times, game is over. Use arrow buttons to avoid. Why are they using the numeral 4 here and they're spelling it out? I don't know. To replace batteries, remove the back of the road. Philip Head? Who is Philip Head? So obviously the manual has a few mistakes here and there, but it's definitely better than your average pop station. And the back of it is just the same thing in other languages. You can read some of these if you want to. Feel free to pause and read those. Now, the keener-eyed of you might have noticed 2 things. One, that this is just a generic brick game that you see literally everywhere. I keep almost saying pop station. And 2, that is a knockoff of another generic brick game that you see almost everywhere. And that is the, I believe, I'm pretty sure, right? Feel free to yell at me in the comments if I'm wrong. I don't. But I believe it is the ZC3040. This guy. And if you have a look inside, they are pretty much exact hardware clones, like right down to the arrangement of the buttons and the chips, screen size, everything. Obviously, these come with different labels normally, and they're not imported. But yeah, literally. This is the most generic you can get, and it's a knockoff of the most generic you can get. Look at this, nearly identical. The boards are the same form factor. Really, everything is the exact same. I would not be surprised if you could take the front plate off of this and put it on this, and vice versa. They're almost exactly the same size. So yeah, there's your popped stations. Right, you've already seen this one. There's no need. But for the record, yes, these both do run the same ROM. So let's do some popping stationing, some bricking gaming. And this one's boring. It's just got the normal ROM. And yes, this takes, I believe, 2 AAAs, just like its counterpart. This one is actually significantly quieter, and I'm not sure why. Not sure why, because, I mean, this one's done on fresh batteries, but it's the same amount of quietness while it's on fresh batteries, but we're not just going to let it be on the title screen. These are all one button, because, you know, brick game. And, you know, this is literally just the standard ROM that you see on literally every brick game in existence. So let's do something interesting, then. Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Usually that is a very hard ROM to switch to. Alright, I'll do it with this one, too. See? This is how hard it is normally. I don't think we're getting this one. This one, I can probably also switch to the same ROM. No, this one doesn't like that ROM. Same title screen, just different music. Same ROM, just different music, really. See that? Yeah. Same ROM. So this one was just sort of a bonus feature. You don't need to see this one. You've seen this ROM 1,000 times. There is no need for you to see it again. So yeah, that's the video. Make sure to check out the wiki and the Discord, both linked below, as I mentioned earlier. Alright, cool, bye.